Well, first of all, I have to say hi to the 10th Delhi Shorts International Film Festival 21. I'm very pleased and honored to be part of the festival with my film Luncheon on the stadium. At the very beginning, there was no question of making a film at all. At the very beginning, as a visual artist and fiction writer, I was invited by a researcher called Thibaut Blashka to meet, to discuss, to have exchanges with a group of workers working in heavy industry in the northern part of France. Male workers only. And these discussions and meetings were about their doubt, their hopes, their desires, their difficulties to project themselves in the company they were working for, in the job they were making in heavy industries nowadays in Western Europe, in the way it was very hard or harder or very difficult today to project oneself in the future, because the future is very uncertain. And also we were talking a lot about the difficulty to construct yourself, to blossom in a way, in your factory, in the job you're involved with. So what kind of life do you have in such a context, in such contemporary conditions? And it's only a couple of months later that came up the idea of making a film out of all this stuff. So which means that I started to imagine a fiction film based on the discussions we had all together. Oh well, at the beginning nobody was convinced about the relevance of the movie. Nobody wanted to be part of it. The guys said no at the beginning. I had no money. I had €0 to shoot the film. The main challenge was I had no film crew. No camera operator, no sound recordist, no one. I was on my own. So I tried to involve some of the guys who were also acting to record the scenes, asking them to hold a pole or to hide the sound recorder behind a bag, or at a view behind a tree or under a bench or whatever. Well, the whole process of the film took about a year and a half, just because I could see them only once in a while for a day or two, or a couple of hours in between shifts and everything. So that was the first thing which was very difficult to deal with. Plus the pandemic, lockdowns and so on, which means that suddenly time started to extend itself and extend. And I thought, well, at one point it would be too late. The guys won't have the energy or feeling, or won't be in the mood anymore to finish the film. Plus, at the very end of the process, the company decided to lay off hundreds of workers, and most of the guys I was working with were concerned by that. So of course there was very bad news, and of course I thought, well, now it's meaningless to finish these films compared to the situation they're living. And surprise, surprise, we talked and they told me that they wanted to finish the film. And I even felt that the motivation was stronger and they were much more involved than at the beginning to do the film, to finish the film. And it was suddenly very important to finish, to construct something together, to finish something together, to make something together, to produce something which was their thing in a context where you ask to leave without having anything for you except some money.